Shalom, Yasharallah. All praises to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For he's worthy to be praised forever and ever and ever. As always, we'll start with Colossians 3:17. Whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach. Give thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, Mashiach. We give thanks to the Most High, our Heavenly Father, by Hashem Mashiach. In the name of the anointed Savior, we thank Him for everything, because He's worthy to be praised for everything. You know, I'm looking at a lot of things that's going on with our nation, whether our people realize that they're Israelites or not. We still receive the bulk of the judgment of the Most High and the judgment of our enemies that have went overboard. As Most High says, they helped forward the affliction. Most High was just a little angry with us, but they helped forward the affliction. But at the same time, we cannot overlook the fact of how we are, how we have been, and why we're going through what we're going through, because He gave us paradise from the beginning. He said you can eat of the tree of life and live forever. But don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So most people are in this world don't realize that they're eating continually from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, from the right and the left side. When Most High said you can eat of the tree of life and live forever. That's why He put them flaming swords around it once Adam and Eve sinned and ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But they could be like gods. So they're already gods. They're already powers. But now they want more power. And that's a whole aspect of what we have been dealing with, especially in these last days. That pride demon is real prevalent now, where I'm this and I'm that. Most I say He hate a poor man that's prideful. He hates you for being prideful. You ain't got nothing. You have no reason to be prideful. For what? But here we are in these last days under the last enemy that we have to serve in captivity, the Edomites, as it says in Lamentations 4:22 all day long. You know, you're going to visit their sins. You're going to look at them, what they have done. The Bible's here. I mean, they're the ones publish it. So, but we as the Israelites were given strict rules and regulations, orders to follow. If you do what I say, the Most High said, I'm going to bless you. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to curse you. So, see, the thing about it is, it's a mindset. We can say we believe in the Most High, we believe in the Mashiach, we have faith, but your faith got to be shown by your works. Show your faith by your works. So, it's all included in the Most High looking upon us and saying, you really believe in me. When you can't believe in Him and don't do what He say do, and that's what we have done. We have tried some way or another to get out of doing what's right, following what He say do, or not take the time to learn how we feel. You have people in the Bible say, show me the Most High. Nobody but Him. How many people can do it? Who even brags about Him? Who even talk about Him? Most people talk about themselves and how He got to help them. All this is about Him being all in all, people. That's it. You can think you all this or that, whatever, a third, whatever. You already got your seat in the kingdom. Nobody ever told me what number they are, or the 144,000, or the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. But you're already there. You know what you're going to do in the kingdom. You say, dare not make thyself one of the number. You can't get no humility out of that. Yeah, we know Most High will. We'll be there to do whatever He said we're going to be able to do. But we got to work toward that. He said the righteous scarcely going to be saved, brothers and sisters. But you listen to people, you just you know you already there. But understand, you better look around. You look behind me. Look at Psalms 116 and 15. Check this out. See, we have a power of powers and powers. And see, you got to realize, are you really following the way the Most High would have you to be? Or are you just doing what you want to do and say he got to accept you the way you are? The devil going to accept you the way you are. He say he accept anybody. Come as you are. Most High don't say that. He didn't say that. Look, Psalms 116 and 15. Precious in the sight of the Most High is the death of his saints. Are y'all ready for that? I don't think so. You hear what I say? Precious in the sight of the Most High is the death of his saints. Who the saints? We got to define the saints. Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn, which is the power of his people. His people. The praise of all his saints, who are his people. Who are they? Even of the children of Israel. Who are we? A people near unto the Most High. Praise ye the Most High. So, once again, Psalms 116 and 15. Precious in the sight of the Most High is the death of his saints, his own people. Look at Psalm 72 and 14. Psalm 72 and 14. He shall redeem their soul from deceit and violence, and precious shall their blood be in his sight. See? That's what he's saying. Precious shall our blood be in his sight. But he's going to redeem the righteous soul from deceit, from the lies and violence. Because violence is going to be in this earth. It's already in the earth. I mean, I'm always being given a lot of death of our people. You know, I'm sad to say, you know, I just seen a sister. She was shot about 6 times. Zechariah 11 and 5. I mean, how many bullets do it take to kill a sister? I mean, listen what it says. Zechariah 11 and 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Over and over again. We're being murdered. And the verdict is what? Not guilty. Whose possessors, and we in our enemy's hand, so-called white man, he possesses us still. Slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Not only them, but whoever have that authority with that gun in the blue to kill us, killing us. And what's the verdict? Not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich. Yeah, they're rich because of free labor. And we passed the 400 years of coming in 1619. Oh yeah, they got rich from slavery. America did. And their own shepherds, their own preachers, pitied them not. Where they at? Where they at on the scene? To be able to cry out against the violence that's against the Most High's chosen people. It's our people. You see it as being murdered, and the verdict is not guilty over and over again. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother. You know, they used to kill women. Now they just straight up. Women, you ain't got no past no more. This is real. But see, the Most High told us. Understand this too. Let me make something clear, perfectly clear, because like I said, you have people in the Bible and they really don't know the Most High. They don't really know him like they should. Because he's the one that's responsible for everything. He's everywhere, and he's responsible for everything. Look at Deuteronomy 32 and 39. He says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God, no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound. So if somebody wounded, sick or whatever, he say, and I heal. So the Most High wounded them. Most High killed them. Most High brought a baby into the world to be alive. Or, people say, oh, they died on the operating table. Well, the Most High brought them back. All praise to the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He brought them back. Who's saying this? I hear brothers like, oh, I did this and I did that. You better get the Most High to praise. If you haven't been, you better start saying praise the Most High. You better learn how to say praise the Most High. That's anyone that's hearing my voice. Hear what he said? See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power, no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I thought it was the devil that killed. He said, I kill and make alive. I wound and I heal. So when the Most High wound you, he said, I can heal you. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You know what he said? Can't nobody deliver you out of his hand. So you can depend on anybody you want to on this earth and these mortal bodies. But he said, ain't nobody can deliver you out of his hand. That's what we dealing with, y'all. That's the Most High right there. And see, most people don't even realize that we can look so much into ourselves that we he's forgot about. Because it ain't coming out of our mouth. These are the things that we all have to look at to change. Become that new creature. Be born again. Understand that the ultimate judgment going to come from him. You ready for that? Look, Exodus 34 and 14. It says, for thou shalt worship no other God, not even yourself. No other power. For the Most High, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. You know that? He's a jealous power. So, knowing that he killed, he make alive, and he's jealous, you don't want to make him jealous behind the way you think, the way you feel, the things you doing, the way you think. Because look what he told us. He told us, look, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. He said, for thou art an holy people. This is Israel. To his people Israel, the saints. For thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy power, your power. The Most High thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Hear that? He chose us as a special people, his special people, to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We can't, who is he talking to? Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Some of you might say, us is just whoever called on the name of the Lord. No. Deuteronomy 1 and 1, who's he talking to? These be the words, we just quoted words from Deuteronomy 7 and 6. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. You think he couldn't say to everyone? You think the Most High can't say to every nation, to every people? No, he said unto all Israel. Okay? The Israelites. So this is how he feel about us. Well, he felt about us, I'll say. I don't know how he feel about us now, because we jacked up. We are jacked up. Salvation promised to us, and we already there. A lot of you are already there. You got like you in salvation right here, this wicked kingdom that you in now. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. But thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. Your power again. Personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. And the Most High have chosen thee to be a peculiar people. And we are peculiar. Unto himself. Above, not below, but above all the nations that are upon the earth. That's a real racist statement. Because he said he chose us to be above all the nations that are upon the face of the earth. That are upon this earth. And here we are, taking light, our power. It said, I'll kill you. You take that light. Like he wouldn't. But see, what you got to understand is, it's a lot to realize when you understand the Most High is a just power. He is truly just in everything that he does. He does not commit iniquity. Everything that he does is just and right. A righteous judgment. No matter what it is. It's a righteous judgment. Look. And you wonder, that's why I look at people, they look at, well, they always say, well, there's some good people, because they like to use the word good, and the only person that's good is the Most High, and his laws is good, that's it. But everybody would say, there's some good people of other nations. Okay. Salvation is coming to Israel. This is what he did to his chosen people. That you just heard, he chose us to be above all people of the earth. This is what he did to us. The people that he loved, because Romans 9:13 says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, okay? This is what he said in Ezekiel 21 and 3. Well, let's start at 1. It said, and the Most High, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. So, a lot of times you see, the Most High tell them to prophesy against the land of Israel, but we're the people that's on the land, or whatever land that he's talking about. There's people on that land. So he's talking about prophesy against the land of Israel, and say to the land of Israel, thus say the Most High, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee, from the land, who? The righteous and the wicked. You hear that? He said, I'm going to cut off from the land of Israel, the righteous people, the righteous Israelites, and the wicked Israelites. How about that? Behind what the wicked done. See then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I the Most High have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath, it shall not return anymore. So he cut off the righteous and the wicked of his chosen people, the only people that he said he loved. Now, if he's not going to cut off the ones you say are good of these other nations, because ain't nobody good. Nobody's good but the Most High. But y'all want to say they righteous when he did this to his own chosen people. When he told us in Amos 3:1 and 2, look. Amos 3:1 and 2. He told us this. I want you to make it mean something different. That's what I'm looking for, a new breakdown. You know, a couple of these new doctrines, come up with a new doctrine for this. He said, hear this word that the Most High has spoken against. It's Amos 3:1 and 2. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, his chosen people. The one he just said, it was, if we do what's righteous, he set us above all nations. Against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, because all 12 tribes went into the Egyptian captivity. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. What we just read. He punishes us for what the wicked done. Because 2/3 of our people ain't good for nothing. Only 1/3 gonna make it. And the righteous scarcely gonna make it. To say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. You know? So, he only know the Israelites. I mean, perfect example, when he came down, okay, you're going to deal with them Hamites, okay, he came down to Egypt, go to Psalms 81 and 5. He came down to Egypt, listen to what he said. This concerning him ordaining the new moon feast. Verse 3, it says, Psalms 81 and 3, say, blow up the trumpet in the new moon in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. It's a new moon, feast day, which makes up the first day of the month, our month. For this was a statute for Israel and a law, hear this, the law of the Most High, power of Jacob. Hear that? So it's a law. The new moon is a law. So listen to what he said in verse 5. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. That's how much he cared about them. He said, I heard a language that I understood not. Because remember, he confounded all the languages in the with the Tower of Babel with Nimrod. Nimrod building that tower. Not knowing the Most High not going to ever flood the earth again. He going to burn this baby up. But he built a tower and had people, you know, building this tower. Because it was in one, everybody was with one speech, one language. And the Most High came down and confounded the languages so that they could understand each other and split the earth. So, that's one thing. I mean, it's like, when you look at how he loved us and love us. But we have taken the time and did just what he said not to do until this day. See, we're in the most prideful time ever in living these days and times, these last days of this earth as we know it today. And the most prideful people are in power at this time. Because we look at Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it's clear. That's why we can't be like them. Psalms 83, but we have already been programmed to be as such. Look at Psalms 83. And we'll start at verse 1. It says, keep not thou silent, O Most High. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies, so the Most High and the Mashiach have enemies. Thine enemies make a turmoil, an uproar, and they that hate thee, hate the Most High, have lifted up the head. You lift up the head. You lift your head. That's in pride. In pride. And some don't have to lift up their head, they still prideful. You better hear what the word Most High saying. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, we being the Israelites, may be no more in remembrance. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why they set up all these religions and dogmas and hogmas, and I look at them like filthy, McNasty doctrines, so that Israel may be no more in remembrance. Taken away from what? Your mind. The way you think. So Most High give us no religion, so you can't claim no religion and claim an Israelite. This is a way of life. This is the real way of life. Ain't no religion tied to being an Israelite. Point blank. You gotta get rid of that. Most High gave us laws, statutes, commandments. That's why I say they did a perfect job. They took the name of Israel away from our remembrance, our minds, the way we think. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. They're confederate against the Most High. The tabernacles of Edom. First one, like you say, lift up their head in pride. Lift up their head in verse 2. That's pride. First name that he names is the tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man. And the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, Moab, Chinese, and the Hagarenes, Africans, Gebal, be there set of the Arabs, and Ammon, Japanese, and Amalek, or Amalek, the so-called Jewish people today, still affiliated with Edom, illegitimate grandson, Philistines, Egyptians, Mohamites, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Mohamites. You see Ashur, Assyrians, also was joined with them. Who are they? The enemies and the haters of the Most High. So the Most High, they already are called the enemies and the haters of the Most High. That's why he told us in Psalms 106 and 35. He said, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. See? So I say you got robots, you got robotees. Point blank. Mingle among the heathen, and learn their works. Just what they want you to, how they want you to think. And they serve their idols until this day. All these idolatry, to me, is dealing with all these religions. And in philosophy, you just follow your heart. So you follow your mind, you make yourself an idol. Because you believe only in yourself. That's idols too. Remember, the Most High name is jealous. Thou shalt have no other power before him. He the power. But you want to put yourself before him? Okay, we're going to see who's going to get the last laugh. The Most High, he going to laugh hard. He say going to mock you? Y'all, okay, real quick. Hold that. Proverbs, the first chapter. You think you all that, or we're going to find out who's all that. He already said his name is jealous. That's why we're in the predicament we in now. Proverbs 1 and 26. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. Hear that? And it's like a sense of humor. He said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, I start taking everything you have. And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a tornado or a hurricane coming through, wiping you out. When distress and anguish come upon you, you all down and out, spirit all whooped. Then shall they call upon me. Then you're going to call upon them. But I will not answer. That's cold. That's cold. You say, then you're going to call upon them, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early. They're going to be seeking him. But they shall not find me. That's deep. For they that they hated knowledge, they ain't want to learn this. They ain't want to stay rooted and booted and let the foundation be within their spirit to grow up to be a great and mighty people in the eyes of the Most High. No. For they hated knowledge. And the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. I'll tell you that in verse 7. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can't tell them nothing. They go off. I mean, it's a real sensitive type of world that we're in right now. I mean, my partner was talking about it today. He was telling me about how, people are so sensitive this day. Got to get off of that, because when this war go down, ain't gonna be no time for no sensitivity. You either gonna man up, or they gonna put you to death, point blank. That's why the Most High told Joe, gird up your loins like a man. You got to get ready for this. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge. They ain't fear the Most High. That's why I say ain't nobody think about the Most High. They think about themselves. How they feel. Well, I feel this way, I feel that. Ain't nobody putting the Most High in the conversation at all. Not even a thought. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. There it is. Did not choose the fear of the Most High. He ain't in the picture no way. And his name jealous. And everything we doing being written in the books. There were none of my counsel. You talk to them, you can't tell them nothing. They despise all my reproof. Because he using men. Look at verse 24. Because I have called and you refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. He stretched out his hand. How he stretched out his hand? Psalms 17 and 14. What's his hand? Psalm 17 and 14. From men which are thy hand, O Most High. From men of the world. The world of Israel. So he stretched out his hand through the men that he had to be on this earth in these last days and be for us. To bring forth his word. To talk to our people. To let them know it's time to wake up out of sleep, man. It's high time. Go back to Psalms 81. He said, in verse 5, he said, this he ordained to Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. See. Go back to Psalm 106. So he ain't hearing them. Uber, whatever they say, whatever language they have, he ain't hearing that. But here we are, Psalms 106 and 35, when he told us in Jeremiah 10 and 2, learn not the way of the heathen. If you learn the way of the heathen in this day and time, you gonna be a goat. You gonna be a goat. You're not no sheep no more, you a goat. And you're gonna be on the left side of Mashiach Yahushua. He's gonna cast you into the lake of fire. His sheep hear his voice. His sheep gonna act a certain way. They're gonna know how to conduct themselves properly before the Most High, before Mashiach Yahushua, and before the Israelites. Psalms 106 and 35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. That's what we did. And still doing. And they served their idols, which was a snare to them. Yeah, they sacrificed their children, their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus they were defiled with their own works, and went a-whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Most High kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Now, do that sound like a lot of love to you? That sound like the Most High was like, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm still going to excuse whatever you do. I just hate the sin you did, but I love you. No. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen. And they that hated them, verse 41, ruled over them. Verse 42, their enemies also oppressed them unto this day. We've been oppressed. And they were brought into subjection under their hand. See, because Israel want to do what they want to do. You learn the way of the heathen say, follow your heart. And the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who couldn't know it? But this is what we've done. Therefore, we are punished by the Most High, because he told us what he was going to do. He told us what he was going to do. And here we are looking at, woe was me, woe was me, woe was me. He told us what he's going to do. Daniel's 9 and 11. Daniel's 9 and 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law. All is a certain number though. Because remember he said the righteous and the wicked. So there was righteous that had to pay the price for the wicked. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. See, the problem with us is A lot of people, if you came from the church, mostly the doctrine of the churches is that we're not under the law, but we're in the mercy and grace, and we're Gentiles, and we've been grafted in, and we got to speak in tongues and be filled with the Holy Ghost. That's mostly all the different religions. Christianity teaches you that. So you look at what he's saying here. We have forgotten, or never even looked into the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, to know that we have sinned against the Most High. Because you're taught the Most High hate the sin that we do, but not the sinner. And that's a lie. Because for your sins that's written in the book, and your name not written in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Point blank. That's why you go to Revelations 14 and 12. That's the last book of the Bible. So here he's telling us, here's the patience of the saints. We didn't define the saints as the 12 tribes of Israel. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Mashiach h.o.i. That's the last book of the Bible. Revelations 22 and 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments. So how can you read the New Testament and overlook these scriptures? Because you just follow what somebody say. You follow the religious instruction to the Negroes of the United States of America. Turn to your neighbor and say this. You program by saying something but not actually believing in, or even knowing probably about 1 Thessalonians 5:21 to prove all things. You ain't ask somebody to prove nothing. You ask us to prove it, we prove it. But you ain't actually a pork chop eating preacher nothing. You ain't got to prove nothing. You ain't interfering with him. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't calling him up. You ain't like you do us. And we the servants of the Most High. The preacher can't stand against us and dealing with precept after precept after precept, and not boasting, but just facts, point blank. It's a shame. But here you have our people standing before us like they know something. You have them the Bible, they can't show you hardly nothing. That's a shame. But they can talk, because that's how they programmed us. Turn to your neighbor and say this. You say just what I'm telling you to say. You're a robot T. They're the robot and you the robot T. Because you had an overseer over us watching us saying, this is what you're going to teach these niggas how to learn how to follow our God, the so-called white man, Caesar Borgia. And I don't know who they call God. I know it's a so-called white man. He's in the Bible. He's in the Bible in the heavens, butt naked with a little towel over his stuff and just put his finger out of the sky and stuff like that. I got him. I mean, you want to see him, I'll show him many times. Open up a Bible. Who you see? You see them. This is just facts. Revelations 22 and 14. Don't believe the hype, because it say, blessed are they that do his commandments. Ain't no different than when we go to Deuteronomy. You're going to see the same thing. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life. You hear that? May have right to the tree of life. Living forever, eternal life. And may enter in through the gates into the city. Those gates are 12 gates. 3 on the north, 3 on the south, 3 on the east, and 3 on the west. Where each tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel will go into their particular gate that'll have their name on it, their tribe name on it. It's beautiful. Not for everyone. So I mean, that's right there showing you that this isn't for everyone. Point blank. They gonna go through the pearly gates. You ain't going through the pearly gates. You're not an Israelite. Because each of those gates have the name of a tribe, and that tribe gonna go through it. But you see here, he's still telling you to keep his laws, keep his commandments. You're not going to get around it. And how do you, that's why the Most High said what he's saying, because how do you look at sin? If they say the word sin, then how is it that you don't define sin to be able to have them really relate to what they're really saying? Because they're saying you're not under the law. We're not under the law of sacrifice, but we're under the Most High's law. You just heard it. Blessed are they that keep his commandments. Anyone else hear anything different? I didn't hear anything different. Look at what the definition of sin is. It's in the New Testament. 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So this is what we done. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1. This is what we did as a people. The majority of us, the 2/3 of our people, they're going to get it together, point blank, no matter what. That's why he said in 2 Ezra 9:22, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape and my plant be kept, for with great labor have I made it perfect. That's a grape out of a cluster of grapes, a plant out of many plants. This isn't something that's, you can just say, I know I'm there. When you say the righteous skills are going to be saved, we got to work hard for this. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Remember what he said in Revelation 14 and 12, and Revelation 22 and 14? This is what he said. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, your power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. Same thing we read in Revelation 14 and 12, Revelation 22 and 14. Last books of the Bible. And to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You know? That's what it's about. When you read in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it's giving you the reality of it. You keep his commandments, he's going to set us above all nations of the earth. That's what the kingdom is about. We're going to be above all nations of the earth. Most High will. It says, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if, what's the condition, thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, your power. That's what he told us. Just listen to me. Do what I say do. Exodus 15:26. I mean, over and over again, he's telling us, just do what I say, and I'm going to bless you. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Most High, thy power, your power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none